Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this live about the Donna Adelson trial, Donna Sue Adelson. And I just wanted to share with you guys some notes. Sorry about the microphone. I didn't have the right attachment, so we're just going with the equipment that I have, and I'm getting ready to go to Tallahassee to watch Donna's trial, and I'm really excited. There's a little bit of a thunderstorm outside, but I didn't want to let that stop me from sharing some of my thoughts with you today about the jury selection. So let's just get right into it. Let me just share some of your comments. Thank you guys so much for being in the chat. So anyway, I just finished watching a bunch of the jury selection. I know probably a lot of you were watching it too. I really felt like Josh Selman was doing a lot of mansplaining to the jury, asking questions in kind of a domineering manner. It was just kind of his style was kind of formal. He was asking if they're able to be skeptics and, basic questions. I feel like Georgia did a really much better job. Georgia did a better job kind of relating to the jury. But I was just watching STS, and I totally agreed with Joe Patuto when he was asking questions like, do you think you could make, a decision based on reasonable doubt? And I mean, who would say no? Who would say no to that? So I definitely agreed with Joe Patuto about that. Georgia looked confident today when she was questioning the jurors. Let's see. Hi, 5 Car 5. Let's see. How's it going? And then Peter Estrada's here. Nice to see you guys. I know a lot of people are probably watching STS live right now. But I want to jump onto these lives throughout the week and do kind of short lives to give a little bit of feedback, get some Q&A, and I'll hop onto other people's lives and watch their live streams as well. But yeah, I definitely thought that Georgia looked very confident as she was questioning the jurors. I felt like Josh Selman kind of had like this blue collar kind of North Florida mansplaining vibe, and that's definitely his thing. So I thought that was kind of interesting. He was very macho. He was relating, to some of the jurors, trying to relate by talking about his kids and everything. But the questions were very formal. We heard on STS that there was not a lot of connecting with the jurors. So basically, people are talking about who's going to do the opening argument. Is it going to be Sarah Dugan or Georgia Kappelman? Either way, it's going to be great. I mean, they look confident. Georgia looks confident, but it wouldn't surprise me if Sarah Dugan did the opening tomorrow because I think she did a great job last time doing the opening, because it's a very long, drawn-out story, the Dan Markel murder, and I think what it's going to take is some emotion and intensity. We already know that they like Georgia. I think Georgia is going to be reserved for some moments where she really needs to dig in, like with Wendy, questioning Wendy and Charlie. But people in the courtroom said that they were joyful with Georgia. So found that kind of interesting. So as I was looking through a lot of the court documents today, I saw that they added the witness, Melissa Eastwood, and she is one of the jail informants. So they also had an interview with it's Easterwood. They also had an interview with Mickey Easterwood. That's also known as Mickey Laning. So I've heard that these are both jail informants. I've heard that they are somewhat related, mother and daughter. So that'll be interesting to see. let's see. Thank you guys for joining me. I know that there's a lot of channels doing this case, but as the week goes on, I really enjoy kind of talking to you guys about this. And I will be in the courtroom Monday. So more to talk about then. But as from what I've seen, what I heard on, I believe it was Roberta Glass podcast, that she has heard some intel about that Apple Watch three-way call from either Josh Zellman or from Jackie Fulford. This is all hearsay, but I think it would be really interesting to see what kind of intel that they have about this alleged three-way call and this interview with all of these jail informants. That's what I'm really looking forward to seeing. And you guys know that I do the jail records, the call logs. So since Donna has moved to the Wakulla County Jail, I believe it has something to do with these alleged three-way calls or these jail informants. So I was able to get the records from the Wakulla County Jail. They were very nice to me there. There was nothing, there was no incident reports to talk about. She was just calling Jackie Fulford and she was just calling Josh Zellman. So another thing that I found really interesting, I think that Wendy will probably plead the fifth, obviously, with the defense questioning Wendy. So I had verified some of these things with Tim Jansen today, that they totally quashed the defense's ability to question Wendy. So they probably won't, and because she's going to plead the fifth, so because of her immunity. So another thing that I found interesting in the file as I was looking through all of Donna's records was that August 11th, Bernhardt, this jail informant, was deposed, and this lady is she's known as Donna's jail daughter. So I found that really interesting. So this is somebody that the state, I believe what we're going to find out is that, as a lot of other channels have reported as well, that the state had kind of had Bernhardt talk to Donna and get her to open up to her and talk about the case. So I think it'll be really interesting to see what Donna has said to her, and then Donna's defense is I've seen is going to use that to kind of like show some sort of conspiracy of the state to get Donna, and that's the name of the game. That's what it's all about, and that these criminals are trying to get a reduced time, etc. So as I was looking into the files about her name's Driana Bernhardt. She was instructed, Adelson, okay, what I have here is Adelson was asked and instructed her to testify for what was alleged was that Donna has asked Driana to testify in her defense. So apparently, I guess she went to the state and told them this information, and now they've had convos that had happened 10 times. So that there'll be some really interesting information about that. Also, Jason Newland told her not to make it awkward. So all of that stuff will be interesting to see. Also, the witnesses that I'm really, really looking forward to seeing are Charlie and Robert Adelson, also Wendy, Driana Bernhardt. I'm looking forward to seeing Ryan Fitzpatrick. Oh, hello. Hey, my father's alibi. Hey, I saw you in the chat. Roberta Glass's chat last night. I hope you get justice for your case. I really do. So I'm also looking forward to see some interesting names that I saw on the witness list was Tara Kawas. It would be really interesting if she kind of flipped on Donna and said that, Donna paid for Katie's legal fees, which we all had speculated. That would be really interesting. I was interested to see Tara Kawas's name, and also David Oscar Marcus, who didn't want to testify for Charlie. Of course, it'll be interesting to see Charlie testify. I'm sure he probably, if he doesn't testify tomorrow, he'll probably testify Monday, and that is just a bunch of lies. And it'll be interesting to see how he tries to get his mother out of this. So also Scott Radius, the person who Donna contacted before she left for Vietnam, Jessica Rodriguez, Luis Rivera's baby mama. It'll be interesting to see Luis Rivera testify, although I don't recall seeing his name on this list. I could be wrong. I need to pull that up. I don't think Sarah Yosef will be testifying. So there's also a witness who has been interpreting Donna's emails, texts, and phone calls. This expert witness, his name is James Todd Murphy. So there were some motions to kind of suppress his interpretations, but I don't believe that was successful. Also, some reciprocal witness discovery, who some names that I found very interesting were Susan Brotman, a name that I recognize. I think that was one of Donna's best friends, who was with her when she was making her plans for Vietnam. Also, Marisol Descalzo, Donna's first counsel, is on her reciprocal witness discovery. So I had asked Tim Jansen if she could call these witnesses, and his answer today was yes. She can call the witnesses on this reciprocal discovery. So I have a few more names on that. Ann Cunningham, who I recognize from earlier this year when Donna was calling people from the Leon County Jail. Ann was one of her friends who was, sorry, I'm doing the laundry. I apologize. I'm packing for my trip. Lots going on. Okay, so Ann Cunningham is her friend from South Florida. She's a woman in her 70s. She had stopped calling. Well, Ann had stopped picking up the phone, or she had stopped calling Ann in August. In April. So it would be interesting, really interesting to see if Ann testifies on Donna's behalf and what she has to say. So, so James Todd Murphy, this expert witness who will be interpreting the emails. And so also another name I didn't recognize, Richard Chagrin. And then I think the evidence I'm most looking forward to seeing is the 2014 appointment book from Donna, photos of the safe where the money was kept, and Donna's bar mitzvah dress, I believe for Lincoln or Benjamin. I'm not sure which one. But let me just say hi to you. Hey, Skater Girl. Yeah. So, I know there's a lot of people covering this case, and I just wanted to share some of my thoughts really quick, and there'll definitely be more to come once I get to the courtroom, once I'm inside there. I just wanted to hop on and say hello to everybody and see what your thoughts were. It was really fun to kind of stay in the STS chat and talk about how kind of I hate to use the word unlikable for Josh Zellman, but his whole demeanor was not what I expected. I went into the chat. I said, "Who is that?" to everybody, and he didn't look like his picture on his website or anything. But it was really interesting to see Donna. I got some screen grabs of her sitting at the desk with her headphones, and just really interesting to see, what this first day is like. And I'm looking at this live stream. I believe they're still in the jury selection process right now. And, you know, Tim Jansen had said that's not the best thing. This is going to really slow the trial down. And they got a lot of witnesses to get through. I'm looking at my list, at least, you know, 30 plus witnesses. And I really found it interesting, you guys, that Tim Jansen said Donna also has witnesses too. A lot of names that I just don't even recall. She also has Wendy as you know, obviously Wendy as her witness, but Wendy's probably going to plead the fifth. But I would really stay tuned for this witness, James Todd Murphy, the special witness for the iPhone and the emails. There's going to be lots of new evidence, and can't wait till tomorrow. Maybe I'll jump on tomorrow and do a live as well. Sorry, I'm such a mess. I've just kind of worked a full work day and trying to get myself together to get to T-Town and see everybody. But I guess I'm going to sign off because there's really not a ton of news today, except just kind of Josh Selman kind of mansplaining and Georgia doing a great job. So I just wanted to share some of my notes, and I hope you guys join for some of my live streams as I'm in Tallahassee, and just let's hope for justice for Dan, and let's hope that we get justice for the Markels. And thank you so much for watching and liking and subscribing. Have a great day.